Everything in America keeps getting more expensive. Housing, healthcare, and even retirement costs a lot of money now. But what if I told you there are countries literally begging for American retirees, with real discounts on healthcare, transportation, even airline tickets, all for you bringing your social security check? Countries where some of the benefits are so generous, it honestly sounds fake. I am talking retirement visas that require as little as $1,000 a month, and people are already doing this. Normal, regular, down-to-earth Americans. Now, don't get me wrong. This is not paradise-only marketing. There are trade-offs, paperwork, cultural differences, and yeah, sometimes the government office is closed. But for a lot of folks, those downsides are nothing compared to the freedom they get back. And if that is the exact life you have been quietly craving, hit that subscribe button, because there are more videos like this coming soon. 10. Panama. Panama is one of those places where the more you look into it, the more you start wondering, why is everyone not talking about this? First off, they use the US dollar, so no exchange rates or surprise conversion fees. The pensionado visa is famously generous. Prove $1,000 a month in income and you qualify for permanent residency. No home purchase, no age requirement. Once approved, you unlock built-in discounts that feel like a cheat code. 20% off doctor visits, 25% off airline tickets, even savings on utilities. Healthcare is both affordable and modern. Seeing a specialist costs only around $40 to $60, and many doctors trained in the US or Europe. The climate stays warm year-round, and Panama sits safely outside the hurricane zone, so no anxiety that storm season might destroy your roof. But let's be real, it's not paradise for everyone. Humidity is intense in many regions and the rainy season can be heavy. English fades quickly outside cities, so basic Spanish helps with daily errands. And while Panama City gleams with modernity, infrastructure elsewhere can be uneven. Still, for many retirees, the trade-off is worth it. Lower costs, a welcoming culture, and real stability. And if Panama seems generous, wait until number 9, where daily life feels like turning back the clock 20 years. 9. Malaysia. Malaysia is a country that surprises almost everyone who gives it a serious look. Through the Malaysia My Second Home program, retirees can secure long-term residency with proof of stable income and modest savings. Once there, life feels refreshingly affordable. Street food is legendary, $2 to $4 meals that are genuinely delicious. Healthcare is high quality and surprisingly cheap, with many English-speaking doctors. Cities like Kuala Lumpur offer modern conveniences, efficient transit, and international airports. Meanwhile, Penang delivers coastal charm, tropical breezes, and a strong expat presence. Thanks to British influence, English is widely spoken, making day-to-day life smoother than in most retirement destinations. But there are realities to consider. The humidity is serious. Some retirees describe it as walking into a sauna. Kuala Lumpur can feel dense, noisy, and traffic-clogged if you're used to open space. Bureaucracy and customer service move at a relaxed pace, sometimes too relaxed if you're in a hurry. And thanks to high import taxes, American groceries, wine, and electronics can get expensive. Nevertheless, Malaysia is affordable and welcoming, but it rewards flexibility, patience, and curiosity. And if you think Malaysia is an underrated gem, wait until number 8. This one's become popular for a very good reason. 8. Portugal. Portugal has become the European dream for retirees who want old-world charm, coastal beauty, and a slower pace, without needing a millionaire's budget. The D7 visa allows residency by proving stable income and social security usually qualifies. Life here is neighborly. Long lunches, fresh pastries, and markets with fresh tomatoes and peaches. Lisbon and Porto buzz with culture and walkability, while the Algarve offers endless sunshine and sleepy beach towns. But popularity has its price. Housing in Lisbon and the Algarve has grown competitive and expensive. Don't expect to land a dream apartment in a week. Bureaucracy moves slowly. Visas and paperwork often require multiple trips and deep patience. English is common in tourist hubs, but less so in villages. If you want to integrate, you'll need some Portuguese. And while the relaxed rhythm is part of the charm, errands that take 15 minutes back home might stretch to 2 hours here. Portugal is beautiful, easygoing, and rich in culture, but it's not a theme park built for foreigners. The trade-offs are real, but so are the rewards. And if Portugal feels a little crowded these days, number 7 keeps the beach life, but with a different flavor. 7. Dominican Republic. The Dominican Republic offers a warm, lively retirement with real affordability. The retirement visa process is straightforward. You just need to show consistent income. In coastal towns like Las Terrenas or Puerto Plata, comfortable rentals run $700 to $1,100 a month, often with ocean views. Local food is fresh and inexpensive. Markets overflow with all kinds of tropical fruits. Healthcare includes both public and private options, with modern private clinics in major cities offering care for a fraction of U.S. prices. Large expat communities also make it easy to build a social circle. But the DR has noticeable trade-offs. Infrastructure can be inconsistent, power and water services may fluctuate, so location and sometimes a backup generator matters. Safety varies street by street, so research and local guidance are essential. English is scarce outside expat zones, so basic Spanish is a must. And while daily costs are low, imported goods, brand-name foods and electronics can be surprisingly pricey. Humidity and heat are year-round companions, so if you hate sweating, the DR will test you. But what makes it shine is the social energy. People laugh loud, cook together, dance in the streets, and life is communal. And if the DR feels bold and colorful, Number 6 offers a slower, nature-focused lifestyle with a very different vibe. 6. Costa Rica. Costa Rica is where people go when they want peace more than excitement. The Pensionado visa grants residency with just $1,000 a month in guaranteed income. The lifestyle centers on nature and simplicity, morning walks in the hills, delicious local coffee, and neighbors who wave and ask how you're doing. The Pura Vida mindset is real. Life is meant to be enjoyed, not battled through. But let's be honest about the challenges. Import taxes make cars, electronics, and certain foods expensive. While infrastructure is improving, some roads are still rough enough to rattle your fillings. Internet is reliable in cities but spotty in remote areas. Government processes move slowly. You might wait weeks for simple paperwork. And the climate isn't for everyone. In many regions, humidity is so thick you feel sticky just walking to the mailbox. Costa Rica rewards those who value nature, patience, and quiet. But if you need speed, nightlife, or rigid order, it might feel too still. And if Costa Rica intrigued you, just wait, because number 5 truly shifts how retirement life feels. 5. Greece. Greece is one of those places that doesn't just look beautiful. Life moves at a slower, calmer rhythm. You wake to church bells, pass lemon trees on your walk, and eat tomatoes that taste like they came off the vine 5 minutes ago. Retirees can apply for residency by showing reliable income. Around $2,000 per month supports a comfortable life. Healthcare costs are far lower than in the U.S., with access to both public care and reasonably priced private hospitals. Rent outside tourist hotspots is surprisingly affordable. $450 to $800 a month in smaller towns or islands. Meals are social events, neighbors talk, and no one rushes you out the door. But Greece has real frustrations. Bureaucracy is infamously bad. Getting paperwork approved can feel like a quest involving 5 government buildings, 6 stamps, and a clerk who only works on Tuesdays. English is spoken in cities and popular islands, but rural areas feel traditional and language barrier heavy. The economy is still recovering, so efficiency varies and tourist season islands get crowded and pricey. Still, if you've ever dreamed of living somewhere that values conversation, community, and meals that last hours, Greece gets under your skin. But if Greece sounds romantic, number 4 is closer to home, literally. 4. Mexico. Mexico is the retirement destination that makes sense for so many Americans. It's close, culturally rich, familiar in ways, and significantly more affordable. The temporary resident visa lets retirees stay for years and can lead to permanent status. Many towns already host strong American and Canadian communities. Comfortable apartments rent for $500 to $1,200 a month, depending on location. Mexico has festivals, markets, plazas, music, and a lifestyle based around being with people, not escaping from them. But Mexico is not for everybody. Safety varies dramatically by region. You can't just pick any city and assume it's idyllic. Research and neighborhood choice really matters. Some expat favorites have grown more expensive due to demand. Heat and humidity can be intense, especially along the coasts. While you can get by with English in many areas, life becomes richer with even basic Spanish. And if you need everything on schedule, Mexico's time culture might test your patience. Mexico offers warmth, affordability, and community, but success depends heavily on choosing the right place. And if you're thinking, I want something even cheaper but still livable, wait until number 3. 3. Ecuador. Ecuador is one of the most cost-efficient retirement destinations out there. The pensioner visa typically requires around $1,300 a month in stable income, and once approved, your expenses drop dramatically. In cities like Cuenca, a modern apartment might cost $400 to $700 a month, and fresh produce markets will ruin American grocery stores for you forever. Healthcare is affordable. Private doctor visits often run $25 to $45, and pharmacies don't treat medicine like luxury jewelry. The culture is friendly, the pace is slower, and the landscapes are breathtaking: cloud forests, volcanic lakes, Andean valleys. But Ecuador has realities that demand attention. Some cities sit over 8,000 feet high. You may spend your first week breathing like you just ran a marathon while standing still. Infrastructure varies. There are cities that feel polished while other regions feel inconsistent. Safety changes block by block. You must learn where to go and where not to. Spanish is extremely helpful. English alone won't carry you far. And if you crave the latest gadgets, imported items carry steep taxes. Additionally, the slower pace isn't a cliché, it's real. It's ideal for retirees who want simplicity, natural beauty, and breathing room. But if you want peace and political stability baked in, number 2 has a different flavor. 2. Uruguay. Uruguay stands out as one of Latin America's most stable countries, economically, politically, and socially. Daily life is calm, respectful, and grounded. Retirees can apply for residency with proof of income. $1,500 to $2,000 a month typically covers a comfortable lifestyle. The Mutualista healthcare system lets you join a private hospital network for just $60 to $90 a month, with access to high-quality care. Montevideo feels like a relaxed European city: bookshops, waterfront promenades, and genuinely friendly locals. Coastal towns offer serene beaches without tourist chaos. Crime rates are low, and society is progressive and open. But Uruguay isn't the cheapest option. This isn't a $700 a month total retirement. Groceries, utilities, restaurants, and cars cost more than in most Latin neighbors, but are still cheaper than back in the U.S. The climate is mild, but winters feel damp and chilly because this isn't the tropics. And Uruguay moves quietly. If you crave nightlife or constant stimulation, you may feel like the country is saying, take a walk and calm down. For many, that's the appeal. For others, it's too quiet. But number 1 might totally change your plans. 1. Thailand. Thailand is the country where retirees go and suddenly remember how to enjoy life. The retirement visa is available to people over 50 who can show savings or monthly income. Once there, the cost of living is dramatically lower than in the U.S. A modern apartment outside of Bangkok might run from $350 to $700 a month, while meals from street vendors cost $2 to $4 and taste better than many restaurant meals back home. The culture is warm, gentle, and service-oriented. People smile, greet you, and treat you kindly. But the trade-offs are real. Thailand is far from the U.S., making visits home long and expensive. The climate is humid and hot. If heat drains your energy, you'll feel it. Language barriers exist, especially outside major cities. Bureaucracy can be confusing, and visa rules occasionally change, requiring attention. Bangkok traffic is chaos in motion, and cultural norms prioritize politeness and avoiding confrontation, meaning direct or blunt communication can come across as rude. Yet for retirees who want affordability, warmth, simplicity, and pleasure, Thailand feels like life suddenly opened the windows and let the fresh air in.